Kapil Pratap. Today's topic is exception handling. First, we are going to know about that if something happening in our memory, like error, what will be the problem? Okay. So first of all, suppose you have 5 lines in your code, and you are running your code one by one. First line will execute properly, second line will execute properly, and third line will be execute properly. But in the four line, unfortunately, because of some reason and lack of runtime resource, error occurred during exception of fourth line. It will terminate your program immediately. Because of fourth line, fifth line is not going to execute. Your application will terminate itself immediately. This is the problem. Okay, so this is the problem, and to avoid this problem, we will use exception handling. Before starting this session, we must understand what is exception and in how many category we can divide it. First of all, what is exception? Exception is a abnormal category that we will have to handle. We can divide exception in two portion: checked or unchecked. What is checked? Checked is a category that like checked exception means compiler can check it and can handle it, but unchecked is a category that compiler is not able to check it or not able to handle it. We can divide check category into two portions: compile time and the runtime. Compile time are the exception. Those will be happen because of syntax error. Syntax error means this is the mistake of developer. And runtime exception will be happen because of runtime resource. Like we have file, but we don't. We have a application which want to read data from a file, but file is not available over there, then it will throw file not found exception. We have file but we don't have data, it will throw null pointer exception. And if we are going to divide any value by 0, then it will throw divide by 0, and many more we have. Okay, so and in a unchecked category, this is the category cannot be handled by the compiler. In the error category, we have stack overflow and stack underflow. And assertion is a technology. Assertion is a developer defined criteria and cannot be handled by the compiler. Okay, so we can divide exception in two portions: checked or unchecked. Checked compiler will handle, and checked cannot be handled by the compiler. So first we'll have to understand what is error or exception. If problem is in my fourth line, fifth line we are not going to execute, right? Practically, if you are going to work with your application, what will be happen like this? If you want to create any application or which will show you error, I'm going to use scanner. uh, uh, Scanner is in java.util package, we'll have to import. And if you want to work with scanner, you'll have to create object of scanner class. Scanner s equal to new scanner, and pass inside scanner constructor system.in, that is the object of input stream. Now I'm going to ask that if you want to enter any number, then we can print enter num1, this message. So you can write here system.int and store it into your variable like num1, and then again you can ask for next number, that is num2, and store it into num2. Then I'm going to use logic that num1 divided by num2, and in the end you can print it system dot out dot println a result. And in the end we can print a message like system dot out dot println bye bye, so that I'll come to know that my compiler will execute my will continue my program or not. This is my program. Okay, so you can save it, then compile it. It will compile properly, then run it. This is the structure. Enter num1 12, enter num2 2, output will be 6, and it will also print bye bye. But in the abnormal condition, like you are working with the application where client will come and will enter 12 and 0, and you know very well, if you want to divide any value by 0, that is not a value. It will throw arithmetic exception, divide by 0 exception, right? But it's also not going to print bye bye. It means your program will be terminate after your error. It will not continue your program. Okay, to handle this situation, you can use try block. Try will try to execute your code, and if your code executes successfully, it will continue your program. If your program not execute properly, then catch block will be executed. Structure of catch is that it will it will contain object or exception class. This is in java.lang package, and this is also super class of all exception. And in e object, it will store the type of error and will match its subclasses like arithmetic classes, like file not found etc classes, whatever, and you can print e. What is the benefit of using try and catch? That is, in any condition, if your program will execute properly, then it will skip a catch and will continue your program. If there is any error in your program in this line, then your catch will identify the error and will print your error and will continue your program. This time your program is not going to terminate immediately. Save it, compile, system.out.println, run it. 12, 2, 6, and bye bye. Then again compile it, and now again run it. 12 and 0. This time your cache will identify the exception and will print and also continue your program. It was exception handling. Thank you very much.